This is a disclaimer. I am not responsible for what I say on this motherfucking show.
Kick your shit, bitch.
Yo, yo. Yeah, I mean, what's up, Pete? What's your boy, Rich? Yeah, I mean, if you don't know the name by now. Yeah, I mean, of course, you tuned into K.S.W.R. And bruh, it's official, y'all. It's official. Yeah, I mean, Diddy, Mr. King, won't stop. He just got hit with the 50 months in prison. 4 years and 2 months. Let that sink in. And yeah, before we jump into this episode, yeah, I mean, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the thumbs up on this video and any other video you see drop on your motherfucking timeline. Yeah, I mean, yeah, man, this episode is brought to you by my goddamn self. So yeah, let's jump into this motherfucking Diddy situation. Yeah, I mean, a nigga who built Bad Boy Records, through the wildest parties in hip hop. He had $1 billion deals on the table and shit. And now, yeah, I mean, this nigga facing the reality of being a federal inmate for longer than he expected. Ain't no shiny suits where he going and shit like that. Where he at. So today, in this episode, we breaking down. This motherfucking Diddy, being sentenced for real. Unfiltered, raw, no sugar coating. But we're gonna talk about all this shit. What this says about his power, his fame, and karma. Karma spinning the block on his dumb ass. But we getting straight to it with the facts. And Diddy, he got convicted for transporting women for prostitution. Under the Mann Act. He beat the heavier charges like racketeering and trafficking, but this one stuck. Prosecutors, they was allegedly pushing for 11 years, but they was trying to make an example out of him. But the defense, they begged for just over a year, but the judge said, "Nah, fuck that. I'm going with 50 months plus. 50 months plus fines and supervision after his release." So now that's not, it's not a little tap on the wrist. Most definitely ain't. He gonna do real time. For him, that's real time. He already got about a year in, so maybe he get out in like 3 more with good behavior. But that's still years away for real. So he used to run in every corner of the industry. He got sit in that bitch for quite some time. This ain't no celebrity house arrest either, y'all. This federal prison. Different energy, different rules. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it all the way. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with y'all. We seen this coming. The walls been closing in on Diddy for years. And public opinion, a bitch. The court of public opinion. Cause I feel like it's a couple big names out there. I feel like if the court of public opinion didn't exist, they most definitely wouldn't have got arrested and fake did time for the charges that they was committed of. Like Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, just to name, just some off the top of my head. But the court of public opinion is a bitch, boy, because we heard about these stories for years, like decades. We heard about it, but now, social media big and popping. Like can't ignore social media. But yeah, court of public opinion, man, it's a bitch. Got them niggas incarcerated and shit. But yeah, man, Diddy, man, he had leaked videos, man, lawsuits, wild ass stories about the freak offs and stuff, and it wasn't just gossip anymore. That shit actually literally turned into evidence. Like that shit turned into real people standing in court, pointing at him and shit, saying he did this to me, he did that. And it's crazy because Diddy, he felt like I guess he felt like he was untouchable. Most definitely was understandable too. Every scandal that came his way, it bounced off him like water on a duck. He had money, power, lawyers, and he had fear on his side. But this time, that shit ran the fuck out. And, the culture done shifted. The internet got receipts now. You can't just buy silence no more. So, like, man, like, this is, to me, this is like bigger than just Diddy. It's all about what happens when power goes unchecked, gets unchecked. And when you start thinking you're above reality. Diddy, he wasn't just some rapper. He was the gatekeeper. The man had politicians at his parties. Had artists begging for his approval. Had the whole media outlet scared to cross him. That kind of ego most definitely breeds darkness. He thought he could do whatever to whoever and walk away clean. Yeah, but that's what Karma spun the block on his dumb ass. Like I ain't forget my boy. Most definitely didn't forget. And I ain't saying that like every rumor was true for real. I ain't saying that, but there's when there's this much smoke for many years, fire gonna eventually show up too, and it did in court. Most definitely did, and the whole Diddy empire done crumbled. From Ciroc don't want to touch him. Revolt TV was trying to separate the brand. His peers they quiet as shit. 50 Cent out here trolling this nigga like he hosting a after party for Karma itself. And the industry they always switch sides and shit when the money dries up. So nobody loyal when the shine fades. You can most definitely you can feel that silence, the same silence he probably used to control people with, but now it's flipped on him. He isolated. And that's the worst punishment for a man who lived off attention. So I most definitely got more to say about this, but I feel like I want to take a quick break because I feel like I'm gonna be talking for quite some time. So let's take a quick sponsor break. Be right the fuck back right after this.
This ad is sponsored by Kickin' Shit with Rich. New collection alert, motherfuckers, and it's for a limited time only. If you ain't with us, then you against us. We have exclusive Fuck Them Other Pods t-shirts inspired by some fuck boys. We screaming Fuck Them Pods in 7 bold colors. Follow us on Instagram at Kickin' Shit with Rich to shop at the merch store. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to become a part of our growing community. And remember, fuck them other pods, cause I'm down for my pod. What? The only way is up. Fuck the phonies. Kick your shit, bitch.
Yeah, man, let's
Kick your
get right
shit,
back
bitch.
into it, man. More with this Diddy situation, man. Nigga getting locked up, quarters fed time. And man, oh man. Another thing, man, I feel like I just want to add like this case is just not about Diddy to me, in my opinion, as well. It's about the power, accountability, and how the culture got to stop worshiping people who move foul just because they rich or legendary. That's a no no. You can love what somebody did for music, and but still call them out. You can still call out who they became behind the fame. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. So that's maturity, that's growth, if you ask me. And it's like it's young artists out there probably watching this situation unfold. They look probably like, damn, even Diddy could fall off. And the answer is yes, man. Yes. Nobody bigger than the program. Nobody. Nobody. And if anything, this should make the next generation smarter about who they follow and how they move. Because if the cameras ever flip on you, your empire gonna look real small too. Most definitely is, yo. Empire gonna crumble like his did, yo. And Diddy got 50 months. So yeah, 50 months, man. Sean Diddy Combs, the same man who used to yell, "Take that, take that." Now he got to take that sentence and live with it. Hopefully nobody don't take his buns while he, locked up, incarcerated and shit. And I feel like yo, it's wild how I feel like it's wild how times like can humble you. One day you the king of the world. The next day you just a cautionary tale. A urban legend, a myth. So like a cautionary tale, boy. One day you the king, and the next day you tuh, piece of shit. Just like them Baltimore Ravens fans, yo. AKA the Mondawmin Birds, AKA yeah, I mean the Plaza Pelicans, AKA the West Side Shopping Center Hawks now since they lost to the fucking Houston Texans and shit. Yeah, I mean them motherfucking bastards got humbled real fast, you know. But it's cool. Try again next year, bastards. Fuck y'all Raven fans. Fuck y'all. But yeah, though. Damn, dumbass Ravens got me sidetracked and shit. I'm talking about Diddy on this bitch. But yeah, Diddy. Yeah, man. Diddy, motherfucker, take your accountability in the culture, man. Take your accountability. Yeah, I mean, go do your time. Have a self evaluation. I mean, come back stronger. With some sense though. You know, I mean, don't be flying old niggas and bitches out and shit for them freak offs and shit, man. That's a no no. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like man, oh man, Diddy, whatever. I don't know who you pissed off, but most definitely was the higher ups you made mad, pissed them off, and now you know what I mean, they making you suffer. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna keep talking about this shit. Not on no gossip shit, but you know what I mean. If we get some updates, most definitely gonna have to get back on this mic, jump on this bitch and report it, and give you my unfiltered thoughts on it, my original, just some authentic opinions and shit like that. Yeah. Was this my time on this episode on this mic today? I don't know, but I feel like it is, y'all. Anyway, this was K.S.W.R. Yeah, man, you know how I do it on this bitch, man. I'm straight, unfiltered, unapologetic. Yeah, I mean, I try to be, if I'm not real to y'all in y'all eyes, at least I'm real to myself. That's all that matters. So y'all hit that subscribe button. Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell me, man, did he deserve 50 months or did the system go too far? So till next time, y'all, man, keep it solid. Yeah, I mean, don't let the power make you lose your soul, yo, cause man, oh man, people think, cause you got money, you the realest in the world. Nah, money don't unlame a lame, yo. Most definitely don't. So whatever. People respect money more than they respect anything. Whatever though. That's them, not me. Alright, y'all, damn, yo. I think this is my time. This is my time. I feel like I'm out this bitch. Yo.
Kick your shit, bitch.